Sunshine Coast.
Tonight, police seize a stash of weapons following a car crash. Another tragedy on the Bruce Highway. And a man run over by a police car has his case heard in court. Good evening, I'm Travis McNamara.
And I'm Marita Ramia. Also tonight, Coast schoolies on their best behaviour and Shannon Eckstein too strong in the ocean assault. The day went from bad to worse for two would-be bandits on the Sunshine Coast this morning. Their dramatic arrest involved car crashes, shotguns, pistols and rifles, all before ending in a trip to jail.
Crash into a parked car in the middle of a tourist strip and you can guarantee all the eyes in all the high-rises will be peering your way.
News. Coming up after the break, why all the pomp and ceremony at Gympie?
Then music to motorists' ears. Petrol prices dropped to below $1.
To have for the kids in the rec room at the hospital.
The group hopes to raise $100,000 by the end of the month. Good luck to them. Can do it with your tops off. Sports next, and Shannon Eckstein's back in force at the Ocean Assault, Travis.
That's right, Marita. The Ironman's reminded everyone why he's the champ, and Nick Ahern forced to drop out of next week's PGA at Coolum.
This Sports Report, proudly brought to you by Home Timber and Hardware, the proper hardware store.
You're watching WINs Sport. Reigning World Ironman champ Shannon Eckstein has once again asserted his dominance as the country's best, with a commanding performance at Koala's Ocean Assault over the weekend. Eckstein led from start to finish in one of the most outstanding performances in the event's history.
It may only be early in the season, but Shannon Eckstein has picked up
in Perth. More bad luck for the Sunshine Coast Scorchers after going down to the Gold Coast. Initially, the locals looked to have the game in the bag at 1 for 90 during the one-day clash at Robina. But the middle order collapsed, which saw the Scorchers all out for 108, losing to the Southerners by 40 runs. And Marita, what a terrible collapse.
It was, definitely. Devina's in next with all the weather details, and then a very special guest flies into the coast.
By Australians.
This weather report brought to you by Ergon Energy. Remember, 10% less. Our environment will thank us.
Good evening, everyone. Well, what a week of weather we've seen. Here's hoping this week should be a little bit quieter in terms of newsworthiness when it comes to weather and storms that have moved through southeast Queensland. The Bureau is forecasting rain and possible storms on Thursday night, but fingers crossed it should be a little bit quieter. As for the last 24 hours, we've had a little bit of a cold snap hit the Sunshine Coast. Gympie, you won't believe, hopefully we might see some clear, consistent, fine weather by early next week, possibly a top of 30 degrees. Well, Marita, Travis, what a week it was. Thank goodness the Sunshine Coast wasn't hit, and he's hoping we stay safe this week. See you tomorrow.
Fingers crossed. Thanks, Devina. Well, Christmas came early in Maroochydore over the weekend with a surprise visit from none other than Santa Claus. Still, the jolly man dropped by Sunshine Plaza to say a quick hello. Joining him on his visit was Frosty the Snowman and his little helpers, who were put to work helping to steer his sleigh through the centre.
Oh, the dog's beautiful. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely.
For children who didn't get to say hello on the weekend, rest assured Santa will be stopping by shopping centres across the coast in the lead up to Christmas.
Still got plenty of time, haven't they?
Oh,
we've got another whole month yet. That wraps up the day in local news. As always, our major stories are on the website. Bruce and Heather in next with all the national news. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
This has been a WIN News presentation from WIN Television, Australia's largest commercial television network.